right, real quick, let me bust this down. All right, we finna go into the curses of Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna give you 3 curses that God told Moses to tell our people in the wilderness that was gonna happen to us if we didn't follow the law of Moses. Watch this. Let's start with Deuteronomy 28:47. Let's go there. Watch this, y'all. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness. When he say joyfulness, he wants you to serve him with the same joyfulness that you have when you get your check or when you find some money. He wants you to serve him with that same type of joyfulness. Let's read that again, 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart. That's all you have to do for the abundance of all things. He was going to give you the abundance of all things. All you had to do, or all you have to do, is serve him with gladness as a nation. That's all we had to do. Since we didn't do that, or since we don't want to do that, he tell you, or he told you what's going to happen to you in the next verse. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger. He said he going to send the enemies against you in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. I'm going to show you how that apply in today's time to our people. Watch this. This is a curse. If you want, he's saying want of all things. If you want a car, where you got to go get that from? He's saying want of all things. If you want food, where you got to go get that from? He's saying want of all things. If you want clothing, where you got to get that from? If you want a table, where you got to get that from? The AC that you paying for, who you paying that to? The lights, who you paying that to? He's saying want of all things. That's what he mean when he say that. That's a curse that he said was going to happen to our people. He told that to the people of Israel. If we looked at the whole world as a totem pole, where's black people at? Where's Hispanics at? Where's the Native American Indian at? Where they at as far as the totem pole? At the bottom. We all know this. This is not a hidden fact. We all know if the world was a totem pole, black people and Hispanics would be at the bottom. So that's what he means when he's saying want of all things. As a black man in America, anything you want, you have to go to another nation to go get it. That same Arab that you've been spending your money with for 20 years, how much money of his is in your pocket is going to be zero. How much money in your pocket came from the Chinese man? That same Chinese man that you've been spending your money with for 20 years, he been set up in your neighborhood for 20 years. How much of his money is in your pocket? You understand? And this is across America. It don't matter what ghetto you go to, California, New York, Mo City, Houston, Miami, it don't matter where you go. If you go to the ghetto, if you go to the corner stores, most of them gonna be owned by another nation, the Arabs. If you go to the wing fried rice place, that's gonna be owned by Moab. It's gonna be owned by them. That's a curse. He said that. That's slavery, fam. That falls under the line of slavery. That's a punishment from God himself. If you hungry, you're gonna have to go to another nation. You want clothing, you're gonna have to go to another nation. You want drink, you're gonna have to go to another nation. Water, you're gonna have to go to another nation. Anything you want in this world, you're gonna have to go to another nation to go get it. This is a punishment that God said was gonna happen directly to Israel for not following the law of Moses. Let's get another one. Deuteronomy 4:27. This is important right here, y'all, because a lot of our people don't understand this right here. Deuteronomy 4:27. God told Moses to tell the Israelites in the wilderness, if you don't follow this law, this is what he's gonna do to you. This is one of the punishments that he said he was gonna do to you. Watch this. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen. He said he gonna scatter you. They had just crossed over the Red Sea. They was right there in the Jordan. That's why Deuteronomy 1:1 say these be the words Moses spake to all Israel this side of Jordan in the wilderness. We already know where they was at. He said he gonna scatter you among the nations. See, you supposed to be over there. As a southern kingdom, you supposed to be over there. That's where you supposed to be, as southern kingdom. That's exactly where you supposed to be, but you ain't over there. You ain't over there. You in America, you in Russia, you in China, you in Spain. You know what I'm saying? You everywhere else but where you supposed to be. This is one of the punishments God say was going to happen to you. Let's read it again, though. Watch this, though. Now we're going to read it again with different eyes. Watch this. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations. He said he going to scatter you among the nations. So we already know what nations he talking about. He talking about in other places other than where you was from. He talking about land at this moment. It's important to know that, bro. And I'm finna show you how you know he talking about land. Watch this. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen. He said when you get to this other nation, you're going to be among non-Israelites. That's what heathens are, non-Israelites. Anything outside of an Israelite, God called a heathen, a stranger, a dog, and a Gentile. He said when you get to that other nation, you're going to be among heathen, meaning that you're going to be amongst non-Israelites. Those are strangers, heathens, Gentiles, and dogs. They don't want you to understand that. We were scattered to America. How we were scattered to America? Through the transatlantic slave trade. He said when you get there, you're going to be amongst non-Israelites. Ain't that where we went? Ain't this where we are? Are we amongst Israelites only? No, we're amongst non-Israelites, which are heathens, fam, which are heathens. So you got Israelites in another nation speaking another language that's among heathens who are not doing the laws that God gave Moses to give them in the wilderness. They are not following them laws. They like the laws of the heathen. The heathen came up with Christmas. The heathen came up with birthdays. The heathen came up with anniversaries. See, you over here in another nation speaking, and this is a curse from God. That's how you know this is you. This is a curse from God. That's how you know this is you. You're in a whole nother land speaking a whole nother language, fam. Doing heathen activity. So he's saying, oh, since they like doing what the heathens taught them, I'm going to make them serve their enemies in hunger, in thirst, and in want of all things. He stood on business when he said that. He told you way back in the Bible that if you don't follow the law of Moses, I'm going to stand on business and I'm going to scatter you, bro. I'm going to scatter. I'm going to read another one. Let's go to 37. Deuteronomy 28:37. Watch this here. 37, watch this. And thou shalt become an astonished. He said, when you get over there to another land, not only are you going to be among heathens or non-Israelites, you're going to be speaking another language and you're going to become an astonishment. He said you're going to be an astonishment to the heathen, fam. You can't make this up. I'll give you an example. When the white man ride down your neighborhood and he see you on the corner with no shirt on, drinking a 40, you standing in front of the corner store with your pants down, he looking at our people in astonishment. He is astonished, bro. He's saying, how could these people be the children of God? They still ain't caught on yet. Look at them. Look how we got them. Look how we got them. They not worried about getting into the kingdom of heaven or looking like the Father who made them. They not worried about none of that, bro. Look at how they look. Look at the ghetto. He looking at the ghetto and he's astonished that you still ain't caught on yet. God said that was going to happen to you. That is a prophecy from God himself, bro. This is a punishment. This is what happened to our people. He said you're going to be called a byword. Guess what a byword is? Anything outside of your God-given name. Outside of your God-given name. Nigger, African-American, Hispanic, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Haitian, and not the name that God gave you. You are Haitian in today's time. You don't supposed to be going by Haitian. Use a Levite in the Bible. God didn't call you Haitian in the Bible. Haitian people, what you call Haitian people, was walking around all through the Bible, but he never called them Haitian. He called them Levites for him. God said that was going to happen to you. You was going to be in a whole nother land, speaking a whole nother language, called by a whole nother name. That's what he said was going to happen to you. Did that not happen? You everything but what God called you. Blood, crip, stepper, gangster, pimp, player. You everything but what God called you. You everything but that. What is your tribe? Where you come from? You didn't come from gangster. You didn't come from blood. You didn't come from crip. Where you come from? That's what we want to know. You don't even know that. If you ask somebody what's their nationality, some of them people don't even know what that means. They don't even know what that means. If they don't know what that means, you know they don't know where they from. It goes hand in hand. Man, let me add this in while I'm right here. I be seeing white people go to the grocery stores or go to the mall, and they'll ask older black people questions that's in the Bible. They'll say, hey, look, I'll give you $50 a question that you can answer. Man, them people don't never get the money, bro.
What nation did God deliver Israel out of? $50.
I wanted to. We could use it. We was just window shopping. We ain't got no money. Yeah.
So you don't know that one?
No. Can you tell me though?
Oh yeah, Egypt. You ready for another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen to you.
I'm tired.
For $50, can you name me the first 5 books of the Bible? Of the Old Testament, the first 5 books.
Genesis?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah.
You have 4 more.
John?
No. John's in the New Testament.
That time I need to read the Bible. That's what that means.
I told him we need to get up and go to church.
How about Mark?
No, that's in the New Testament. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John are the 4 Gospels in the New Testament.
Okay.
If you don't know, I can move on. I can still move on to the next one.
Okay.
Move on to the next one?
Yeah.
They'll never get the money. You know what I'm saying? That's sad, bro, that Esau can do you like that. It's just disrespectful. It's disrespectful. He know you don't know nothing. He offer you $50. He know he's exposing you, bro. He expose you when he walk up to you, because everybody want money. So you can walk up to the average person right now that go to church every Sunday and ask them questions out the Bible. They will not get the money, bro. They will not get the money, bro, because he don't break them scriptures down to you people. He don't break them scriptures. Let me show you another curse that he said was gonna happen to our people. Let me give you another. Let me give you something out the Apocrypha. Watch this, y'all. We're gonna go to Baruch 2:1. Watch this. Therefore the Lord made good on his word. When he say made good on his word, he mean he stood on business. He stood on business. He said, I'm gonna scatter you amongst the nation, and you're gonna be amongst non-Israelites. You're gonna be amongst heathen. Did he not do that? So he made good on his word. He stood on business. God is the original stepper. Y'all need to stop saying who y'all are, y'all big steppers and all that. You're lying. God is the original stepper. He just showed you. You can't scatter nobody. You can't scatter nobody, and you don't have the power to change no type of policy. You don't have the power to do nothing. You don't have the power to get our people. You the big stepper and all that, but you don't have the power to get our people up from under being at the bottom of the totem pole. All the money all your favorite rappers got, you can't take as a nation. They can add all of them up, add them all up. Oprah, Jordan, Ross, Jay-Z, Beyonce, add them all up. They don't have the power to take our people from the bottom of that totem pole and change it around. See how the other nations at the top and we at the bottom, they don't have enough power to switch that. They don't have enough, so they have no power at all, bro. That's exactly what that means. They have no power at all. God is the only one that can switch that. Why it's like that? Because he said he gonna stand on business, but you're not following the law of Moses. Let's read Baruch 2:1 again. This is why this ain't no Apocrypha. Baruch, they ain't even never heard of Baruch. They don't even know what that is. They be going to church forever, don't even know what that is. Let's read it again. Baruch 2:1. Therefore the Lord God has made good on his word, which he pronounced against us, against our judges that judge Israel, not everybody, Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah. They don't understand what that means either. A lot of these people that's saying that you could be grafted into another nation could be grafted in, they don't know what that means when they say Israel and Judah. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? But they trying to teach you that don't listen to them people, bro. Don't listen to them people. Let's read that again. Therefore the Lord made good on his word, which he pronounced against us, and against our judges that judge Israel, and against our kings, and against our princesses, and against the men of Israel and Judah. 2, to bring upon us great plagues such as never seen in the whole heaven. He say, since you didn't follow me, I'm going to bring some type of plague upon you you ain't never seen. We ain't never seen COVID-19. We ain't never seen monkeypox. We ain't never seen this generation of the youth acting like how they acting, killing people in broad daylight. He said he gonna bring upon you plagues you ain't never seen. In some places you can't even use the water because it's dirty, it's contaminated. How it was over there in Flint, Michigan, and that other place. I can't think of. I think that was Tennessee or whatever that was at, Memphis or something. I can't remember exactly where it was at. You ain't never seen this type of stuff. God said that's a plague that he was gonna put upon our people. They was going to put up on our people for not listening to the law of Moses. Let's read that again. 2, to bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened upon the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to things that was written in the law of Moses. This is why it's important to know what the law of Moses is. He ain't broke that down neither. He telling you that that's done for. He telling you that's done for. And another thing, let me add this in. This is a cherry on top. Watch this here. When y'all get the story of the rich man and the beggar with Lazarus, when y'all get that story, pay attention, fam. Pay attention. The next time you read that story, pay attention to what Abraham told the rich man when he say, hey, can you send Lazarus up there to my brother and them? I got 5 brothers. They up there living their best life. They up there living their best life. Pay attention to what Abraham told him. He told him, now, I'm not going to send nobody up there. They got Moses and the prophets. See, he didn't say they had Paul and the prophets. This Jesus Christ talking. He ain't say nobody in the New Testament, fam. He ain't say nobody in the New Testament. He said you had Moses, fam, and the prophets. That's everybody after him. Old law. Add that with the scripture that say, you cannot believe in me, this Christ, if you don't believe in Moses. Add that with that. How could you believe in me when you don't believe in him because he wrote of me? Add that with what I just said about the rich man. He said you have Moses and the prophets. He didn't say you had Paul and the prophets. He didn't say you had Matthew and the prophets. He didn't say you had Peter and the prophets. He said you had Moses and the prophets, man. He said Moses' name for a reason. The old law is not done for. You're not under grace when it comes to following the law. You're under grace by the fact that you are waking up every morning and not following the law. And he's still waking you up. That's the only grace you have. You better wake up. Shalom.